Hi, this is Jennifer. I'm back again to scrap this photo of my daughters. Their names are Jalen and Courtney. They snapped this selfie, just kind of goofing around, and my youngest daughter put it on her Facebook, so I snagged it for this layout. She's kind of got a goofy look on her face, but I like it. Totally shows her personality. I'm going to use this Market Street paper striped. This craft paper is from my stash. I ink that up. I'm inking everything with brown ink. And I can't remember, I think it's Vintage Photo. But I ink everything regardless of the color with all with the same ink. So I went ahead and cut the center out of the craft paper so that could be my background. I'm putting adhesive on the back of this piece and it'll layer over the top. The centerpiece that I cut out there I will use later on the layout. I liked how the craft paper looked with the gold foil stripes in the middle of this paper. I went ahead and inked the photo. I just thought it made it stand out a little more, and placed it on top of this teal cardstock that came with the kit. That's one of my oldest daughter. She's the one up in the top right corner of the photo. That's her favorite color. And my younger daughter, when she posted that photo, it was for my older daughter's birthday. So that kind of makes it special. I'm using some of this badge paper. I'm going to ink that and place it on top of the craft paper and ink the craft paper. And then I have to decide where am I going to place that and the photo. You know, do I place the photo up high or down low? I kind of mess with that a little bit, trying to decide. I decided that I want the badge paper at an angle, and then I want the photo up and down, straight up and down on top. Here are some scrap papers I already had inked from another project that I ended up cutting off and not using, so I just thought, you know, if I can work these in somewhere, that'd be great. So I do place one right there at the top. I think that I get 3 out of those 4 pieces on there. This one, I believe I stick it, to the side of the photo. Just let them peek out about the same amount. That one I cut down. I just wanted a smaller piece, and I stick it there. Then I take this floral paper, which I'm not too super excited about floral paper, but I decided to cut a paper out. I see Nicole Jones 911 doing this all the time, so I thought I would too. Then I pick out some die cuts that I think will work with it, and I have to fiddle with it a little bit, trying to decide where am I going to place everything. Do I want it tucked under? Do I want it on top? Anyway, that one I decided to put it there. Then I'm left with this one that I cut out of the paper, and I'm not sure, do I want it with this one or am I going to put it somewhere else? I find this one says, "You're a reason to smile." I think about putting it there, then I eventually move it off to the side right there. This one says, "Loving this," and you know, I tease my girls a little bit about all their selfies they take, but honestly, I love them. They take great photos. Oh, I got a little bit of adhesive on my photo, but it rubbed off. I tucked that one underneath the badge paper so that the craft paper is behind the words and you can see it well. Takes me a minute to get that placed back down. And I bent that corner up so it needed to be stuck back down. And here I'm just kind of going through some die cuts, and I think I'll use this one. I'm not sure about that yellow, but I'm trying to make it work with this flower that I cut out of the paper. And I want it there at the top, but like I said, I'm still not sure about that yellow, and it just kind of looks goofy however I place it. In the end, I decided to cover it up and just use the leaves, and I actually really like that. So that's where it'll go. I go through the ephemera pack and I pick out some of the small flowers. I don't end up using all of them. But I also, there are wood veneer hearts and that You and Me badge. I use that badge and I like it, right above the teal colored badge that's on the background paper. I put a pop-up dot on it, and I place it just off to the side of the photo there, and I really like it right there. I decided it's time to commit to the flowers and stick them on, so I grabbed some pop-up dots, place I think 4 of them on there. Probably should have edited some of this out, but it's alright. I stick that flower on there at the bottom, just to kind of hide some of the corners of the layers. I stick adhesive right over the top of the yellow flower that I don't want on there. Stick the pink flower over the top of it. And I want pop-up dots on those too, so it matches the other one. And the pink scrap of paper that's behind the craft paper there, it'll kind of anchor the flower to the photo. To the background. I have to cut one of the pop-up dots in half because it would have popped, shown through the edges. So then I kind of sort through these flowers, deciding which colors do I want to use. Some of them, the colors just don't work, like the light green ones. I'm trying to decide where to put the wood veneer hearts. That's not where I end up sticking them exactly, but I have them on pop-up dots too. Those 2 I place there. This bigger one I do leave there on the right. And then I commit to these little tiny flowers and put some pop-up dots on them down in the corner of the photo. My daughter put a filter on that photo, so I thought, bringing in a little bit of color from the flowers. Well, the whole page is colorful, but I wanted to bring some color to that photo. Then I decide I need to stick that little saying down there. There are reasons to smile, and they do give me a lot of reasons to smile. I decided to slide it down just because the darkness of that stripe kind of just hid the edge of the die cut. So I want to stick the flowers on or around that. I have to decide exactly where. And once I know where I want them, I just stick them down, and they are on pop-up dots also. I believe I stick 2 of them on there. Yep. Then I look through the stickers that come with it, the Market Street stickers, and I really like the one that says always together. And I stick that one on there. I do later end up moving it. But as I look through the words here, I find some that I like. And there are some close-up photos of it later, but some of them say funny and laugh. I can't remember what else I picked to put on there, but like I said, there is a close-up photo of it later. I pick 4 strips, kind of staggering them like stairs. That top one I end up moving over because I don't like that it's off the edge of the paper. And I stick it back on right there. I have these black enamel dots. They are they're dark, but they are see-through, and they're epoxy. That's what they are. Anyway, epoxy bubbles. I cluster some around those words down there, just to kind of give the black some meaning, I guess. 3 down there. Then I put 3 up around the "You're a Reason to Smile." All in different sizes. There are 3 different sizes, so I put 1 from each of the sizes on there. And that's, oh no, that's not finished. I take this Loving This journal spot and I ink it up, and I'm trying to decide where will I stick it on there. So I pull this Always Together sticker off, and I stick it onto the journaling spot. It does tear the paper a little bit, but it'll be covered. I slide it under the photo, trying to decide, do I want to add an angle? Do I want it straight up and down? Choices. I stick the sticker back on, and then I journal around this photo, just telling about it. Or, I'm sorry, I journal around the sticker that's on the journaling spot. And I don't like how it's placed. I kind of mess with it, and the stickiness comes off the sticker a little bit, but I want to make sure that arrow shows. So that is where I finally place it. On the journaling, I just tell that Jalen and Courtney were goofing around and taking pictures, and basically what I've already told you, how she placed it on Facebook and I snatched it. Here are the close-ups. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back with more. Bye.